All right, here we are. Look at this crew. Monday Night Football time. We got Mike here. We got Just Incredible. He's just incredible, by the way. And we got PhD. That's right. That's right. Bobby Brown. I know you don't want me calling you that, but Rob Brown.
It
Rob
is what
Brown.
it is.
Excuse me, Rob Brown.
It is what it is.
We'll do the Rob and Bob show someday.
Okay.
All right. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. You know what? Go and sign up for a free trial, or better yet, get that OddsJam partner program link below in the description. So are my BetBucket picks. By the way, I'm on fire on player shots on goal. Haven't had a losing record for 5 days. I've been doing it 5 days in a row, all winners. Better get on board. That's right. And let's see, anything else for you guys? No, I got nothing else. All right, let's talk. We got to give props, Mike, to tighten up down there.
Absolutely.
They came through and they beat the Texans, and you know he's pumped up about it. He still thinks they can win the division, for goodness sakes.
I mean, mathematically, like I said, I'm not going to go out on a limb, but we definitely, I mean, that's just how the NFL is set up. So,
yep.
I mean, we won in the division right now. We lost to Indianapolis. Most of our division games are on the back end. So
You're going to have to win out, though.
Right, basically.
You're going to have to win out, and a lot of games left are division games.
Well, we got to win out in the division. We don't have to win out.
You know, he's got a point there.
Not quite.
Yeah, it's strictly division record for the division winner. That's what's
right.
crazy.
But yeah, you're going to have to hope that.
Yeah, but you're still going to have the better record overall, man.
Yeah.
In not just the division head-to-head competition, they're going to have to, you know, I mean, they're 3-8, and Texans are 7-5. I
mean, how our schedule is set up, it coincides with what you're saying, because most of our games are division games. I think remain.
Okay.
We play like maybe the Redskins and somebody else.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, like I said, I ain't going out on a limb. I mean, but hey, I'll take a victory.
I go with
before I get on here, I'm gonna have bragging rights.
Houston's gonna have to lose 3 games. They're going to have to lose 3 more games. If Tennessee slips up and loses another one, that's 9 losses.
Oh, yeah, they're done.
Then Houston has to lose out.
So right now, Tennessee wins out.
Sledding.
Yeah, 9-8 will get them in the playoffs probably. But let's go to Justin here. First off, I'm hearing stuff. I mean, are they trying to get rid of Aaron Rodgers? Is Aaron Rodgers going somewhere else? What in the hell is going on in New York? And on top of that, you got the Giants. They get rid of their quarterback. Now they got rid of their coach and their GM. What the hell's going on in New York, Justin?
I'm predicting that that Aaron Rodgers will be a Minnesota Viking next season.
Oh my gosh, I knew you were going to say that. Following Brett Favre there.
Well, yeah, you got to follow Brett.
Though. They got JJ McCarthy.
Well, he's having another surgery though.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but if you're Minnesota, don't you want to run back Sam Darnold if you're without McCarthy just to see? I mean, do you really want that headache with Rodgers coming there?
They don't want to give him a contract though.
Or maybe you just call the man.
Yeah.
And see if he wants to play still.
Yeah.
Bob, I don't know why you keep rubbing Brett Favre in my face. I
don't know. I'm just giving you, because you're a Rodgers fan. You think he's God, and he's not.
I just don't understand. How do you get all this gifts and your way, and then now you don't want to play for the team?
What other way did he have other than getting Devontae Adams, though? I mean, what else did he have that Tom Brady didn't have or Matthew Stafford didn't have when they left their teams?
Man.
Now hold on. What are you saying now?
Yeah,
Mike, answer this question.
I'm talking about I'm PhD, not ripping you. I think you're really good when it comes to talking sports. But you said they went and got Randall Cobb. They went and got this, and
he stuck on that Randall Cobb. It wasn't necessarily about Randall Cobb. It was that they granted him his wish. They wanted him, so they did whatever they wanted to get him. Now he don't want to be there. So like Devontae Adams, what is he gonna do?
Well, he wants to be there. He wants to be there. They don't want him though.
But he came because of Rodgers. That's all I'm saying. He getting his wishes, and now he's out the door. If he's a player of the NFL. He's like playing these NFL teams like women instead of being committed. Like
that was the least the Jets could have done for Rodgers, is get him familiarity. So Tampa Bay did that for Tom Brady, and then some.
Okay, hold on. What did they do? They got Gronkowski.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. That was it.
No, that was not it.
Who else?
Bob, are you going senile?
When they went to Tampa?
Yeah,
when he went to Tampa, who else did they get for Brady that he was thrown to?
Well, I think he had a big influence on Leonard.
There wasn't any familiarity there.
Leonard
was a joke.
Right.
Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown, I would give you that. But Tom Brady and Antonio Brown, bullshit.
Right.
He wanted to play together in New England, and then Tom Brady had him live in his house.
I know he did, but who cares about that? That's not any. Antonio Brown is an afterthought. It's the fact that he had Gronkowski, who was always his safety valve, always was.
Yeah.
Without Gronkowski,
Lazard and
Gronkowski, Brady would have been shit.
The Jets.
We shouldn't even be mentioning Aaron Rodgers in the same sentence as Brady.
If the Jets did not do that for Rodgers, they could go kick rocks.
Okay.
That doesn't mean shit. Okay.
So
Aaron Rodgers might get released. That's what's crazy. He might get released soon.
Well, yeah, because he's not playing well. He's coming off a torn Achilles.
He's a prima donna.
Okay, you can say that. Fair enough. But they don't know what to do, and the Jets.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to say a word here. Thanks, PhD's taking it up for me.
I don't know what you're trying to get from this, though, Bob. I really don't.
Oh, fun. It's all
well. Okay, yeah, no, I absolutely, but I other than that, I don't get what you're trying to talk about.
I was just talking about the situation in New York. You got a mess there. What about the Giants? I mean, the Giants. Be a Giants fan. You just let go of Saquon Barkley, and he sets the Eagles' all-time rushing record for a single game. How stupid can you get?
Yeah, he's one of the most electrifying backs. I ain't gonna lie, that I've seen in a minute. I mean, I like Derrick Henry. I mean, but since I think Marshall Faulk and LaDainian Tomlinson were, Marshall Faulk was a receiving back. My favorite back is Alvin Kamara, but a healthy Barkley.
Yeah, I agree.
His ability to just straight up run, like that as a running back. I mean, it's tough. He's fast. He's physical. He's strong.
Right.
I think he reminds me a lot of LaDainian Tomlinson. And although LaDainian Tomlinson was definitely a better receiving back than Barkley, but I mean, they're both similar body builds. They're kind of bigger and stronger and faster, and I mean, once they hit the open field, I mean, they're gone. Like,
now Saquon Barkley actually runs behind a good offensive line, because they never really had a good one in New York.
Last year, evidently, everybody thought the Eagles line was shit. Some of that has to do with the running back.
I don't know, because Swift was pretty good. I didn't know why they got rid of Swift, because I thought he had put up good numbers.
Well, they wanted to get Barkley.
What's up, Unknown Sound?
Are these your people?
Yeah, that's my team right there.
All right, Hustle Carter. Well, thanks for joining the show, guys. We appreciate it. Go follow us all on Twitter. Let's all
hit that subscribe button. PhD is Rob's a regular here, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hey, I got a theory for you, Justin. Daniel Jones go to the Jets.
that would be a pretty bad move. I don't know what's next for the Jets. I really don't. If they do keep Rodgers,
tank and try to get a draft pick, I guess.
If they do keep with Rodgers and for next season, like Aaron Rodgers wants to do originally, I will not blame them if they do draft a quarterback. If they do that, I have no problem with that. Because it's lined up perfectly, unlike how it was in Green Bay in 2019.
Well, I mean, to me, it looks like Rodgers' days could be numbered. I mean, Brett Favre, when he did go to the Jets, remember, they came out hot. He got hurt. Favre got hurt. That's why they missed the playoffs that 1 year. They started out like 7-2 or something crazy. And I think Favre had a little bit more left in him. He didn't have a serious injury at that point in his career. Didn't work out with the Jets. He went to Minnesota. We know they went on a big run. And then the rest, obviously, he was done after that, especially after that beating he took from New Orleans in the NFC Championship game. But maybe that Achilles injury is messing Rodgers up pretty bad.
It is.
And
it is. It's
and he might not be able to recover from that fully ever.
It's what I said from the beginning.
It's very possible. It's looking that way.
It is. I agree with you. By the way, the reason Brett Favre got hurt all the time is because he wasn't very smart. He wouldn't go down. He had to be Mr. Tough Guy, okay? And you know what? He never missed a game, a start, that was legitimate.
Well, no, he finally did.
He finally did. But
he's got the record, most consecutive.
So, but he was pretty stupid at times too,
Well, he was reckless with the ball and reckless as a player. And
but he was a football player, man.
He was tough. He was durable. Yeah, that's absolutely a quality that he has over Rodgers when it's all said and done. But
a lot of times it wasn't a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I like Brett Favre, and Favre is an all-time great. But he had to go through a lot of this. He had to go through a lot of the same things that Rodgers did with like bad management, lacking of teammates. Like he went through it too.
Oh, yeah, I agree. All right, so big Monday night game here tonight. I got two Chargers fans here, and I'm about that close to being one. And then we got Lamar down there in the corner. This is going to be an interesting. First of all, I fully expect the Ravens to win because they're coming back from last week in the loss. But I do want to say one thing here, okay? Don't think that the Ravens are blowing the Chargers out.
Well, they can't let that happen.
What's interesting here, if we look at the big common opponent of these two teams, the Chargers were blowing the doors off of Cincinnati early in that game. They allowed Cincinnati to come back and make that a game. Baltimore was getting smoked by Cincinnati. Cincinnati was, they were on the verge of going downfield and making that game 28-7. Cincinnati came back and made that a game. Baltimore held on. This probably is a close game. I think that both of these teams are legit teams right now. And we look at the big common opponent for them. It's Cincinnati. And both had.
I'll give you a little pushback on that. I mean, they are division rivals. I mean, come on now. They division rival. They play each other twice a year. So most of their games are close.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying as far as.
But it's either that or the only other common opponent is Kansas City. Kansas City's a common opponent, but that's a division rival for the Chargers. So it's the same. It's kind of the same. I think both of these teams there's things that they can do that I think this could go either way. I mean, Baltimore is going to get scored on. They're going to give up points. And the Chargers defense is way better than Cincinnati's.
The Chargers they very efficient. I'll give them that, but they're not explosive. They don't have just nobody, as they can say.
No,
they don't have any.
They don't have Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. Now Johnston's coming along, but I think how Harbaugh has Herbert set up is to be just efficient. Don't turn over the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like you said, it's probably going to be a low-scoring game just because both coaches want to be very safe.
It's going to be a close game, and remember, the Chargers are at home here, so you know you're going all the way to the West Coast here. No, that doesn't always play a big factor, but that if this is at Baltimore tonight, the Chargers probably lose by 7+.
Okay,
at home, maybe not as much.
Let's let Justin get in a shot here. What do you got, bro?
I've got a bad feeling the Ravens are going to beat them by 2 or more touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
That could be possible too.
Because
could happen.
They played the Bengals. Bengals figured out a way to make it ever so slightly close. Ravens coming off a loss. They're going to have a perfect game plan. But the Chargers can't allow that to happen, though. If they want to make it to the AFC Championship this year, they got to prove that they can hang with teams like Baltimore. And if they get beat really badly, it's not going to happen.
Well, let me tell you all something here right now, okay? I'm just going to lay this on the line. The number one scoring defense in the NFL is still the Chargers. They've only given up 145 points. The Ravens have given up 270. And, guys, their defensive secondary, the secondary sucks. So,
and the Chargers –
if you don't think Quentin Johnson's getting a touchdown tonight,
all year long,
need to quit betting.
All year long, the Chargers have not had to score 30 points in a game, right? Their defense has held up. Play Cincinnati. Cincinnati's going to make you put points on the board with that offense. And this Ravens defense is just as bad as Cincinnati's defense at times. I mean, look at their games. I mean, the Chargers could put up, if Baltimore lights up the scoreboard, I think the Chargers will put up some points too. We either have a really high scoring game and it's close, or we have a low scoring game and it's still close, I think. I think this is a close game here tonight.
Go ahead,
we already discussed, I think, last week or a week before last. If Baltimore doesn't run the ball with Derrick Henry at least 20 times, then they can forget it. I mean, I ain't gonna say they can forget about it, but it's probably not gonna work right. I mean, because that's gonna open up play action for Lamar,
right? And
even play action RPO. I mean, it's just part of their game plan. I don't know what they're trying to do. And I had a theory last night watching Barkley that it probably never happened, but some of these coaches need to be held accountable. Man, I know they don't care about the sports books and all that, but it ties in. It's making so much money. Like they got to start letting these players get their dudes. Like Derrick Henry is neck and neck with Barkley. So now, can he get his touches?
If Derrick Henry has a big game tonight, Baltimore does have the ability to win this by 10+ for sure. No doubt about it.
The thing is,
the Chargers won't blow. If the Chargers win this game, they won't blow them out. I mean,
the Chargers are going to use ball control, guys. Right. It's going to be a ball control offense. All right. I got to get to this. Daryl Turner wants to know opinions on the Ravens money line and under, Calgary Flames money line and over, and my Blues, which we haven't talked about yet, Stanley Cup champions 2019, plus money and the under. Okay.
I'm not gonna. I can't do the Blues. I like the Ravens money line. You're talking under for the game, I would assume, not their team total.
Right, the under for the game.
Yeah. Calgary tonight. Yeah, actually, I do like Calgary tonight, even on the road.
The over?
The Blues. I would ride the over.
Calgary.
Yeah, I would ride that too. The Blues one worries me, man. I'm not sure they're on the road here in New York.
And you and Randall by the way, I talked to Randall earlier today, and I told him what the line was. He goes, "That's a hammer play on the Blues, isn't it?" You and him talked to me recently when there was a coaching change, and you're like, you always take the team after they've made a coaching change to win the next game.
Yeah.
You said that earlier. I mean, this is plus 180 tonight, guys. I ain't going to ever get a better line for my team ever. And this coach that they got ain't no bullshit, all right? He happens to be the coach that 2 years ago won the Coach of the Year award in the NHL, and happens to be the coach that coached a team that had the most wins ever in a single season in the NHL. So that's
I know,
who
but
they
you're catching the Rangers on a they've lost 2 in a row.
Let's make it 3.
I don't know if I could get on board with that, man.
Let's go, Blues! Blues!
I don't think this is a hammer spot for the Blues at all. Not tonight. No, I can't ride that, man. There's just no way. I don't see the Rangers losing 3 in a row and losing at home. No.
Okay, whatever.
And Hofer's in net for the Blues. Shesterkin's in net for the Renton.
All right, I'm taking the Blues tonight. I've already done it. So what do you guys think on the Ravens money line and the under? Justin, what do you think?
Yep, I think that's pretty good because, like we said, if the Chargers win, they're not going to blow them out. So
okay, all right. PhD, I know you like the Ravens money line. Do you like?
Yeah, I like the money line, but I would probably, if it was me, I would stay away from the under over period because even if we lose Mike's example of the 2 common teams, both of them had over 50 playing the Bengals, and both had under 50 playing the Chiefs. Right. So that's kind of one of those gray areas. It could happen. I mean, that's the same with every game, but it's one of those you don't know right now. I wouldn't mess with it personally.
That's where I'm at with it too. I mean, the under sound, but I mean, if we go by that Cincinnati, Matt, both of them for Baltimore, the Chargers playing them, we could see some points in this game, and Baltimore could set the tone for that. Baltimore could set the tone for that because Derrick Henry's probably going to have a big game,
Ravens defense ain't very good, boys.
No, but their offense.
I think the Ravens are probably going to be more reluctant to go on 4th downs if they come up because Tucker, I don't know what's going on with him. So I don't think they're going to be really too confident on kicking field goals. So I think they're going to be very aggressive. So I mean, I don't know how that'll play out. I mean, it could be some turnovers and 4 and outs, or it could be some keeping the ball until we score a touchdown. So
I don't know what the hell happened to Tucker. Usually he's so much more consistent, but
he's been hanging out with Rodgers or something.
Oh my God.
on that, well, I ain't gonna say what Rodgers used, but
all right.
The ayahuasca.
Well, I didn't say it this time, but yeah.
Gosh, that was funny. I'm sorry, Justin. I don't mean to have fun at your expense. It was just funny. Okay. I had a really bad beat yesterday. I had the under in the Niners-Packers game, and that baby looked like it was on its way to hitting. And then all of a sudden, the turnovers. And that 49ers defense crumbled. Now, that's one thing we got to ask Jabari the next time we see him. What the hell is wrong with that 49ers defense? I know Bosa was Bosa out?
Yeah, that's a big reason.
Okay. Do they not have a linebacker? Anybody who can tackle?
I think
they got good linebacker. I got Fred Warner.
Wasn't he out too? I think wasn't he out as well?
Oh, I don't know. If he was in the game, he tackled like Kurt Warner yesterday. I'm just saying.
I think with the 49ers, I think opposite of the Cowboys, they probably got this unity to keep their affairs in-house. Nobody knows what's going on, but I'm pretty sure there's some stuff going on because, like I said earlier, I don't think McCaffrey is probably truly 100%. He's playing like crap. I don't know why they don't. Is Mason hurt though too? I think he's hurt too, right?
Oh, he played last time, but he didn't really get the volume.
I don't know why my dude Dobbs can't get the ball or get the start. They started Allen, but maybe I'm biased because that's my Vol. But
what about the thing with Debo and was it the center from on the snapper on special teams that kind of got into it?
Yeah,
last week before. Oh my God, Daryl's. By the way, guys, I have to get to Daryl because he is a loyal guy. Here we go. Knicks on the Knicks over. Warriors first half off a loss to the Spurs. Celtics first half with Porzingis back. Yeah. Grizzlies first half with Ja back. Okay. Those last two I definitely like. Actually, I like the Warriors one too. I don't know about the Knicks. I'll defer to you basketball people.
Well, first off, even without Porzingis coming back or Ja back, I feel like those first halves were probably locked anyway, just because the Celtics playing who they playing?
Celtics are playing the Clippers, and that worries me a little bit because the Clippers are a 5-game winning streak right now, and so that you could see
match up with the Celtics though. They don't. They got people.
I wouldn't think.
And then we playing Portland. I mean, again, anything's possible, but these teams that he's picking, they are huge favorites. Like I think the Warriors is minus 800. I know Memphis minus 500. I think
you get down to a first half and those odds are probably gonna go cut in half, if not more. And who knows? Knowing Daryl, he's probably putting it in a parlay, man.
The Knicks gonna have to play tonight. I mean, your boy back. I've been capitalizing on that PRA too, by the way, Bob. He's back from his son.
He's nuts, man.
And he's got it. He got it last night. Last night? Yeah.
The night before last. And by the way, he is putting it in a parlay. I was right. So, yeah, those are all good picks.
Yeah, no feeling on the college basketball one though. Clemson spread and Auburn spread tonight. No feel for me.
Let me look at the line. I think I like the Auburn game for sure, but Clemson, I'm not sure about. I need to see. Clemson's playing San Francisco. Yeah,
right. And they played. Remember, Memphis just beat UConn today.
Yeah,
and San Fran actually played Memphis their last game really close. And of course it was a 4-point game, but I think Memphis is much better than Clemson. I'm worried San Fran could win this game straight up.
Yeah. You know what? You can get them at plus 125 on the money line, and it's minus 138 on FanDuel for Clemson. It's only 2.5 point spread. I'm not sure I like that at all. I may be tempted to take the Dons plus 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of am. Like I said, I think Clemson not really. I mean, their common opponent's Boise State, and Clemson lost to Boise State, and San Fran beat Boise State and beat them, and San Fran beat them good too. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Really no feel. I lean San Fran in that game, though. That's just me, though.
All right, I'm going to throw this out there since we got everybody a full crew kind of today. What's on your mind? Okay, little segment that I like to pull out occasionally, and we can go around the horn. We don't have to start with me. You guys probably get tired of hearing my voice anyway. I don't care. Mike, PhD, Justin, who wants to go?
I got something that I'll go first.
All right, I'm soloing you, so look out.
Okay, that's cool. Well, we've been talking a lot about today's Monday night game, Chargers and the Ravens. I do think the Chargers are losing, but looking back at the beginning of the season, I just really wish the Chargers would have gotten some more receivers, because I really believe that's the one thing they're missing from being a superb, like one of the most complete teams in the NFL. So next year, we don't get one, I'm going to get discouraged. That's what's on my mind.
I got you, man. That was good. That was very good. Who wants to go next?
I'm surprised you think that's good.
That was very good. Why would I compliment you a lot, just not with Aaron Rodgers. Sorry.
Well, you've been giving me crap about the Chargers and crapping on the receivers. You're defending.
Well, you know what? Quentin Johnson's got 7 TDs. That's all I can tell you.
Wide receiver 2 at best, not a 1.
Okay, that's fine. Who? You want to go there, Rob?
Sure, I go.
All right, you go. I'm going to solo you right now.
Well, since we NFL theme with the background, what's on my mind is it's the second half of the season, and this is real time to see who's really got what it takes. Some of these teams with bad records don't just look at their record. I picked the Panthers last week to beat Kansas City, and they blew it by going to the red zone 3 straight times and kicking field goals. But Mahomes pulled it off. I mean, I'm a Mahomes fan, don't get me wrong. But again, to my point of some of these teams with bad records, a la my Titans as well, don't be surprised if they have a couple of upsets brewing. Like I said, it's winter, and it's time to really play good football. They say football weather, aside from those in domes. But
yeah,
so that's what's on my mind. Who's
all right?
How the bottom, the second half of the season going to play out?
I like that. Mike, you want to go or you want me to go? I'll go.
Go ahead. Sure.
I'm going to solo it here. You know what? I am going to stay in the NFL, and I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain about the fact that Los Angeles gets 2 back-to-back home games because they got 2 home teams because of some kind of bullshit that they worked out with the NFL. And now Sunday night football in that stadium, and now Monday night football in that stadium, and that friggin' Kroenke is making more money hand over fist, and that pisses me off. And that's what's on my mind.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there you go. What you got, Mike?
Yeah, what's on my mind? We're talking about this football game tonight, and obviously there's a lot on my mind. This is an opportunity for the Chargers to prove that they are a legit team. What's also on my mind with this is the fact that as good as they've started, I mean, Denver's 7-5 right behind you. You're just a couple of losses away from being out of this thing or being on the outside looking in if you're not careful. And that's scary when you consider what a great year they've had so far, 7-3. You wouldn't think sitting at 7-3 that you're in bad shape, but you lose tonight, you play next week, you got Atlanta, and then on deck, you got Kansas City. 2 losses and you've got 5 losses already and you're tied with Denver now. So I'm a little concerned for the Chargers, this stretch that they have of games. Tampa Bay sitting there after they play the Chiefs, games they could lose, man. And I'm just not sure if they can do it or not.
Okay. I'm not concerned about Tampa Bay. I think they're overrated. All right, time out here. Got to get to.
They don't have their receivers.
No, PhD. Well, yeah, they got Mike Evans is back.
Yes, sir. Tighten up.
Now, and Tristan has been on this for several weeks. Lions winning the Super Bowl. That's the pick right now. I mean, they are the favorite, and
they're gonna choke.
They look tough. I'll tell you what, man. When you got 2 running backs that can find the end zone, okay, you guys know football really well. I know you do. I've talked to you all enough. When you find a running back that smells the end zone and can find it, that's a keeper, right? They got 2. Both of them guys can find the end zone at any time from anywhere on the field. That is a scary thought for me. I'm just saying.
Well, Montgomery's more of a red zone.
True, but he can, inside 50 yards, he could take it to the house at any time too, or a 29-yarder or what have you. The bottom line is that they got 2 guys that can. How many times have you seen guys not be able to score a touchdown when they're inside the 5-yard line? I mean, it happens all the time now. It's like all of a sudden they can't block, or maybe the running back doesn't know how to sneak through those little tiny cracks in the defense, and that's what Marshall Faulk, LaDainian Tomlinson, they knew how to do that. Jahmyr Gibbs knows how to do that, and so does David Montgomery. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm not buying. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Number one, I agree with you, Tristan.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Lions, Eagles, NFC Championship. That's my prediction.
Yeah, probably. I think the Lions are going to the NFC Championship game for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, but come on.
I'm still sticking with Green Bay. So
okay,
Green Bay is not going, or they. Well, there's a chance they could go to the NFC. They are not going to the Super Bowl.
It's that time. I'm telling you. You don't always get to play in the dome. See, that's one thing about the Lions. They play in the dome. What about?
They ain't gonna have to go in Green Bay though. They ain't gonna have to go win at Green Bay.
Yeah,
no.
So they don't have to worry about none of that cold weather stuff because they ain't going nowhere. They're gonna have home field at least.
Yeah,
and they can play in the cold weather.
There's a chance. Green Bay may have to go through Philly first, and that's the team I'd be looking out for if we're talking about who's got a chance. Philadelphia is going to be tough.
I don't disagree with you. The way Barkley's playing, that is very tough.
I mean, they thumped the Rams, and people thought, Rams are sneaky. They're good, you know. I mean,
look at that division.
Philadelphia is hotter than hell right now. And they're beating everybody.
West.
And you know what they did to Cincinnati? For all the shit they took about their defense and their secondary the first couple of weeks, they beat Cincinnati 37-17. Who else has smoked Cincinnati like that? Nobody. Nobody's whipped them like that. I mean, usually Cincinnati's given,
They didn't whip them like that, but they've been whipped 7 friggin' times. So.
But they've put up a lot of points. They put up 17 points, and they were at home.
That don't mean shit. Drive for dough or drive for show, putt for fucking dough, baby.
I mean, to me, it's impressive to hold Cincinnati to 17 points. Nobody else is doing that.
Right, Justin?
I know that is Shooter McGavin. I knew it right when you said that.
All right. Hey, let's do a Stevie B parlay here real quick. I'm going to use the OddsJam.
Man, I don't have nothing.
Well, you'll find something. There's a ton of games out here today. Don't wimp out on me. I'm just going to tell you where I'm going right now. I'm going to the Blues on the money line. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to make it Blues plus 1.5. There you go. That's my start. Who wants to go next? You got NFL, you got NBA, you got college hoops. What you got?
I'm going NBA, and you already own there. The Raptors. I really can't believe they're underdogs, but my theory is they played earlier, and Detroit won by 4 points. The Raptors didn't have Scotty Barnes, and Detroit had Cunningham. Tonight, they don't have Cunningham, and the Raptors got Scotty Barnes, and Podol and R.J. Barrett are playing phenomenal. Now, both teams, you know, their bench and their supporting cast is playing pretty decent on both sides, but I think that's the deciding factor that Toronto can get that win.
All right, so are you picking money line, or do you want to take the points?
Oh, money line.
Oh, look at
Stevie
him go.
B. I thought Stevie B was money line.
Let's go.
He's one of them big plus odds, ain't he?
Yeah, he like that. Maybe I ought to go put my Blues pick on the money line now. Hey, you know what? What the fuck? I'm doing it. Get rid of that bullshit plus 1.5, Bob. Be a man. All right. I'm a man, not a mouse. Oh, my God. We're at 6:46. Woo! Who's going next?
I got one.
All right. What do you got?
Go ahead, Justin. What do you got?
Give me the Magic on the money line.
Have to believe
it's an interesting game.
Oh, wow. It's really gone up the line. It was at minus 125.
You don't like the spread?
Money line. I got a plus odds banger as well.
All right. We'll go money line. We'll take your minus 190.
Okay, yeah.
What do you got, Mike?
Yeah, I'm going with they've last time these two teams played, they got the job done, and the last time they lost 3 games in a row, they backed it up with a win. They're at home tonight. I'm going with the San Jose Sharks to beat the Kings tonight.
Oh,
and that's going to be plus 200, 205, whatever.
Look at that. Oh,
maybe even better.
God. Stevie B would be proud of this parlay, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 35.68. Woo!
Mm-hmm. Let's get it done, man.
Let's see, Blues.
We got Blues money line. We've got Raptors money line. We got Magic money line. And in the NHL, we got the Sharks money line. Going in the Shark Tank.
All right, let's get it.
All right, let's get it.
That's some
bangers.
Big plus odds right there, man.
All right, now hold on. When Tristan makes comments like this, that's the kind of shit.
Well, I don't want to go on a 20-minute discussion.
We're not going to.
You'll entertain it.
No, it's just time out here. Okay. The play that Mahomes made for the 33-yard run, right, was a great run.
Yes, we know. We saw.
Had him thinking that he was going out of bounds, didn't go out of bounds, right? You know what? You can't teach that play. And that kid is a stud.
Okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
So get off it, Tristan.
Thanks.
And Mike, quit trying to shut me up because I got the control.
Thanks.
See y'all later. Have a great day.
Second greatest of all time.
Tighten up. Lamar Jackson, baby, 4 touchdowns. Four passing touchdowns.
No, I bet on that one. Let's go.
It is. I already bet it. Plus 1,200.
Well,
4 passing touchdowns?
Yes, sir.
Woo.